Today we're going to talk about simplification in terms of composition. In particular, we're going to look at how to simplify photographs. So let's start with an example of a picture I took of my cat. Now, I'm just going to stay right off the bat. I don't necessarily recommend using pets as subject matter. They're a pain in the butt to work with. But anyway, so I snapped this picture of my cat, and you can see there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this photograph. There's the cage in front of her, there's the couch, there's the workout equipment. It's just kind of a hot mess, and she's all small and just in the foreground. So what I want to do is I want to simplify this image. So you'll see that when I take this image again, now I've eliminated everything in the background by looking down at her, and by framing it this way, the lines of the floor and the gate create really interesting angles that help emphasize the fact that I'm taking a picture of the cat. So now we're going to take a look at my rabbit. Once again, not the best subject matter, total pain in the butt to take a picture of. But in this picture, teeny little rabbit, lots of stuff happening, not simplified. So here I go, I drop down, get closer, but now the rabbit's backlit, I have all the stuff in the office behind it, there's a lot going on, so it's still not simplified enough. So what if I change my angle and go on the other side of the rabbit? So now on the other side of the rabbit, I've simplified by just have the doors on the floor and not all the stuff that's in the office, and I get a much more simple view and a clear emphasis of the rabbit being the whole point of the picture. So let's take a look at my last example here, which is a picture of my daughter in her room. She's working on a journal entry. And so you can tell that her aesthetic is anything but simple, right? She's kind of got that very excessive streak going on with the decorating. So in a shot that's as cluttered as this, how do you simplify? So I want to find a way to get a clear emphasis on her and what she's doing. So here, take a look at what I did. What I did was I cleared off the bed a little bit, and then I got down lower. And so now we have the box kind of in the foreground there that leads us to her. And you see her leaning over, her arms are also leaning forward. So that gives us this kind of clear kind of movement into the photograph and focuses us on her as the main subject. So despite the fact that she's in this really cluttered atmosphere, we get a clear kind of simplification of what this image is all about. So you've just seen 3 of my examples of how I played around with simplicity in reference to photography and composition. So now it's your turn. You're going to take essentially 6 pictures, but 3 good ones. So you're going to go around and you're going to be looking for things you want to take pictures of. You're going to snap a picture, and then you're going to look at that picture and think, what can I do to simplify this image? Can I take things out of the scene? Can I change my position? Can I change my angle? Right? So you're going to be thinking about all those things and ways that you can emphasize whatever it is that you're trying to take a picture of. What is the point of your picture? What is your subject matter? What do you want to emphasize? And how do you simplify it so that's really clear? Okay. So attached to the assignment, you will see a PowerPoint. And in that PowerPoint, there are 6 slides. So there's 2 blue, 2 green, 2 yellow. So those are the 3 different sets. And so the first one says first shot. The next one says the simplified shot. So your job is to take your pictures, put your first shot in, the kind of the throwaway one in that first slide, and then you put your simplified shot in the second slide, just like I just did in my examples. So in the end, you'll have those 3 sets, rather 6 pictures. Okay, so after you've done that, you just click turn in because it's already attached to the assignment, and you're good for the daily process for today. If you have any questions about this assignment or want any clarification, you can post in the general post as a reply to the daily process assignment, or you can email me and ask me your question that way too.